Choose to eliminate cancer for life. OptOutCancer.com. Welcome to Counterthink. Mike Adams here, your host today. Thank you for joining me on this episode of very important analysis. Now that Brett Kavanaugh has been confirmed to the United States Supreme Court, what is next, and will the Civil War begin this year? Now, in some ways, it has already begun. Let me explain why. About 10 days ago, I went public with a prediction about the kill teams that were being organized to target and kill conservative senators and conservative members of the United States Supreme Court. And this was based on both the rhetoric and the action of radical left-wing, well, I guess you should call them now domestic terrorists, but they call themselves progressives or Democrats, but they are domestic terrorists. So I put out this warning that the kill teams were coming. And by the way, Senator Rand Paul is very much aware of this as well, and he's sounded the alarm. Within 4 days after that warning went out, there were 5 separate attempted attacks on conservatives in the United States. There was an anthrax type of threat, a white powder sent to Senator Ted Cruz's office in Houston. There was ricin poison sent to the Pentagon to target a top Pentagon official. Another shipment of the same ricin poison was sent to President Trump. There was an attack on, I believe it was Mitch McConnell in the airport, a mob assault. They didn't physically attack him, but they mobbed him within range of what could be a physical attack. And then there was also a conservative member of Congress who was attacked in the United States Capitol building by an angry, deranged left-wing mob. So those attacks happened in just 4 days. And they all happened simultaneously on the same day, by the way. Now, with Kavanaugh confirmed on the court, we're going to see these types of attacks escalate. The radical left is losing political power, and they've lost their majority on the U.S. Supreme Court. Now, the Supreme Court has been their primary weapon to overrule the legislature and even the judicial system, just to push it up to the Supreme Court and overrule everybody to get things passed that could not be passed by law. For example, gay marriage, or Obamacare, or Roe versus Wade. You know, these types of things are decided by the Supreme Court, but not decided by a debate or by the representatives of the people. And this has been a key element of the left, and how they've been able to accomplish these things over the years is by stacking the Supreme Court. Well, they've lost that now. It's 5-4 against them right now, and it could become 6-3 if someone else like Ginsburg retires in the next year or two. So the left is now going insane, and they're resorting to terrorism-type tactics. Now, importantly, Kavanaugh's confirmation to the court is one trigger of 2 triggers that are necessary to really set off the escalating violence and civil war in America. And that's really the topic of today's show. The second trigger is the midterm elections. Now, if Democrats manage to win the House of Representatives, which they think they will win, then the second trigger will not have been triggered. It's triggered if they fail to take the House of Representatives. So if the Republicans maintain a majority in the House of Representatives, and they can do that by losing, I think, 20 seats, and they can still maintain a majority because they've got a strong majority right now. But if the Republicans maintain the majority, then the left descends into terror cell activation phase. And they will activate their terror cells that are like Hezbollah terror cells, but they're left-wing liberal terror cells all across the country. They have hit lists, they have kill teams, they have intended targets. They're going to try to take out senators. They're going to try to take out Brett Kavanaugh. They're going to try to murder prominent conservative radio personalities like Alex Jones, for example. This is coming. So that's the topic today. We'll talk about what's coming and the odds of this happening when we return here on Counterthink. Stay with me. This is Mike Adams. Good health is a choice, and we can teach you how to avoid cancer for life. Visit optoutcancer.com.